Welcome.
You're now tuned into STWF TV, the Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective. Where we talk hockey.
Feed Byfield around one man in on goal. Scores! What a goal! Quentin Byfield! And that gets Jim Fox out of his seat here at Crypto.com Arena.
Basketball.
Take matters into his own hands, Van Horn. Now, you got to get this in from Terry Stewart. Oh, my God. Throw it down, Kobe.
Football.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
Oh, my God.
Wilson's going to lob one, and somehow, some way, Paul Richardson comes up with the ball.
Cuts upfield. Hurdles over a couple of people.
Oh my goodness, did you see that? He hit Steve Brown with what looked like a karate kick.
Baseball and more.
Well, there goes again. Pitch is swung on a miss. Throw to second base is high. They're going to say that Rojas got in the way. It doesn't matter. Sosa tagged him out anyway. That was an amazing catch and tag by Sosa.
In the air along the line in right. Long way to go for Jake. Foul ground, and he's got it. And he's up and over.
The Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Yep, it's Monday, and it's the Parlay Perspective.
What's up, everybody? Your boy, Coach Lee. Dale is deep in his thoughts.
Oh man, am I frozen?
Bobby, we switched up on y'all butts.
Yeah, yep. All good here. But yeah, we gonna get into some Parlay Perspective today. We know we got some tournament business to talk about for this is the month of March, and it is the month where we get mad. So therefore, we will be talking about that. We got some NBA news, of course. We got WNBA news. We got NFL news. We even got MLB news. Unfortunately, look, I'm not an MLB fan. I like college baseball. That's what I like. Once they get to pros, it's dead to me. So,
and I'm the complete opposite.
Today, really?
Man, I am good. I am refreshed. I'm back from a week in South Texas hanging at the beaches. I'm good. Batteries are recharged.
There we go. The beautiful beaches of Texas. There we go. Sounds good,
if there is such a thing. Sorry, Kim, folks.
Beautiful water there. You know, it's good.
Absolutely, man. But it had a lot of fun. Hung out with the in-laws. I'm one of the rare people that love my in-laws. So
okay, good. Look, that's a positive, man. Look, you're gonna be with them for a while. So yes, it's
yes, sir.
Yes, indeed, man. All right. So let's start off with the show here, man. Like, once again, we got March Madness beginning. Both the women's and the men's tournament is all set up. We're going to talk about both of them. And listen, Jake better get his ass in here, all right? Y'all want to talk this college basketball stuff, bring your ass.
Everybody wants to talk, there ain't nobody here.
Bring your ass. I don't want to talk about this stuff. That's how I feel about it. Okay. But I'm here.
Hey, texting folks, messaging folks, talk March Madness.
Set up a show, set up a bracket, all this. Bring your ass.
I got the two guys on here who probably watch the least college basketball.
I haven't watched anybody dribble the ball. I don't know nothing. I tell y'all beforehand, I don't know nothing.
Y'all need to come on. You got Dale in here raging with me. I can't control him.
All right. So according to the internet, the SEC has unprecedented 14 teams in the bracket. That is crazy. And this is
which I had saw somewhere. I saw a headline that was predicting that, so it did actually happen.
Yeah. The SEC has been really deep, which is why LSU really sucked very badly. And we turned down the NIT invitation because we need to get that crap together. So we don't need to focus on this year's team at all. That's right, Jake. Bring your ass, Jake. Talk about this damn college basketball crap that you want to talk about.
College basketball crap. You want to know?
Yes.
All right. You want to know what? Hey, I'm going to start this off great because I know Coach likes UNC. I'm about to pop the fuck off right now. Those assholes didn't deserve to make it. There's no reason for them to be in this damn tournament. The only reason they're in it is because their AD's on the damn committee. Oh, well, I wasn't allowed to talk during the North Carolina. Oh, bullshit. Horse shit. They don't deserve to be there. They suck. Last team in my ass. Anyway, it's shaping up to be a great tournament. I just had to pop off about that real quick because, fuck UNC, go Duke. But, I think it's going to be a great
game the other night between UNC and Duke the other Saturday. I think it was like
Duke won.
Yeah, Duke whooped their ass like they always do.
Okay. All right, cool. All right.
I do think one thing, though, I don't like how – I'm trying to figure out how a team – Coach, I'd like you to give your opinion on it, too, how a team loses 3 of their last 4 games and gets the overall number 1 seed, and the team that probably deserves the number 1 overall seed won their last 2 games without possibly the best college player this year on the roster actually playing, and they won their conference championship. I just don't see how that works. And then overall, Duke's number 1, Auburn's number 4, but yet they gave Auburn the number 1 overall seed. I was not a fan of that choice either. And this isn't me being Duke supremacy or anything. It's just me saying that
like it a little bit.
No. I'm just saying it doesn't make any sense. Like I would have been completely cool if Houston would have got it. I would have been cool if Florida would have got it. But Auburn losing 3 of those last 4 games, that just doesn't sit right with me.
Okay,
that's fair. That's fair.
Do you think it's because the SEC has so many teams in the tournament this year?
I don't know. I guess that they're calling it like a full body of work, but you got to put in a full body of work of they lost 3 of the last 4 games. Give it to Florida. They won the conference championship. That makes sense.
Okay. All right.
But also, I'd like to shout out my guy, Coach. First round, Wednesday, Xavier versus Texas up at UD. Going to be a good game. Who gets to stay?
As much as I hate to admit it, it might be Xavier, bro. UT, they've been so inconsistent this year. They show good. They have the ups and downs throughout the season. I don't think I can trust them. Kind of sound like their football team, huh?
Yeah, no, see, look, this is a little different, right? This is a little different. This is the basketball realm of coach's team going against my fellow Ohioan team. Am I as confident as I was with Ohio State? No, I'm not, because Xavier's been equally as inconsistent. They haven't really had an injury bug. They just, when the competition is deeper than their normal pool, it's a little rough for them. Texas beat them like 2-3 years ago, knocked them right out of the tournament in the Sweet 16, I believe it was. And that team was better than this team this year. But I also don't know how Texas, their team this year, compared to that team that they had played a couple of years ago. But if Freemantle's the focal point of the offense and Conwell's hitting threes and everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing defensive-wise, could be a long day for Texas. But if the wayward stance goes, Xavier could be getting bounced. But this is basically a home game for Xavier. Dayton's only 45 minutes up the road.
Okay. Man, I sound like some inside cooking.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice little travel up north. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting. And I think the NCAA definitely I think they did a smart thing. They wanted to get some ratings, right? Look at the
that's true.
It's a show.
Look at the 4-11 seats, Coach. Who are they?
The 4-11
Xavier or
On the other side.
Have
it's going to be on the other side of the bracket, Dale.
VCU is another 11 seed. Let's see. You have San Diego or North Carolina.
That right there, the two play-in games right there. You have San Diego
And you have
State.
Drake. Yes.
You have San Diego State and UNC, and you have Texas and you have Xavier. Four prominent schools playing in the play-in, which are the 2 days before the actual tournament starts. You're going to get your ratings because those schools all have massive followings. So I think they might have been pulling a little strategicness there, but I maybe not. I don't know.
I agree with you on that, Dale. And I also think, I was talking about the up and down of Texas this year. I think the only reason they got in is because of the showing in the SEC tourney. I think with them having, I think they beat Vanderbilt and A&M in the tourney. A lot of people didn't expect them to get that far. They showed a little bit there. I think that's what ultimately got them in. Other than that, I think they would have been in danger of missing it for the first time since 2019.
Yeah, I think, and then if we also, this is where my confusion on how UNC ended up making the tournament became a thing, because what did they do necessarily to get there? Are they trying to count their quad 2 wins instead of quad 1? Because I thought quad 1 was the only one that was supposed to matter for your chance to make the tournament. UNC only won one quad 1 game, and they lost to Duke 3 times. But you look at Xavier. Xavier went Big East tournament. Went to the Big East tournament as the 4 seed and only lost by 2 points to Marquette. But they also only have, I think, 2 quad 1 wins, but they look good at quad 2. So I don't exactly know where. I mean, this is my team. I ain't going to try to talk shit about them, but I don't really see how you can put, UNC and Xavier in. I think UD deserved more of a chance than both of them, honestly, if I'm being serious. Texas had a great showing in the tournament. The SEC overall had a better conference this year.
Right.
14 teams, it's a record. 14 teams in the playoffs, that's a record.
14 out of 16 teams, right?
Yes. It's unbelievable. Never been seen before. But they said that UNC was literally the last team into the tournament. But I still don't see how they got in over a Dayton team. And I can only point at one thing, and I ain't trying to be like this, but it's really showing. The AD of North Carolina is on the bracket commission.
I think that and them being a blue blood.
Right.
What talk about?
College basketball. Men's college basketball.
Whoa. Men's college basketball, baby. Expansion. Hopefully for a great new expansion in a couple of years.
120 teams.
120 teams, man. It's like it is, man. But, I don't know what y'all talk about exactly right now, but
basically we're getting a taste of the expanded playoffs now because they just introduced that college basketball crown that's happening out in Las Vegas. 16 teams in another tournament to rival the NIT tournament.
Yeah, that's something that's dope. Honestly, I think that soon enough they'll probably get rid of those like the early season games. You know what I'm saying? And make it more like those tournament styles where you have multiple teams in there. The good team, you pick the best 16 early, the projected 20 of the projected 25 in that tournament early in the season. That'd be dope too.
As long as they don't get rid of the Maui Invitational, I agree.
Oh yeah, definitely can't get rid of them.
The Maui Invitational's got too much story of a career. We love that tournament.
Well, look, the regular season doesn't hurt the teams as bad, so they don't care about playing those games. It's really good preseason work for them.
It is.
So
but
I don't see any of those games going away.
But at the same time, Dale, those regular season games do matter because when they introduce this quad system, if you don't have that many quad 1 wins, you're obviously not going to make the tournament. But they're really not doing a good job installing that when you have a Xavier team and a UNC team making the tournament with only 1 quad 1 wins. So it's kind of tough to determine. I don't know. And if they go the way Tube does and expand this playoffs, which they shouldn't, but if they do, the quad 1, quad 2, quad 3 wins, they're not going to matter anymore because anybody and everybody's going to make it.
All right, give me some thoughts on some Cinderella teams. I like to talk about McNeese State. This is a team out of Louisiana. It's probably the best team in Louisiana in basketball. 29-6, 27-6 going up against Clemson in the first round. They're number 12 seed, and Clemson is the number 5. Does anybody give them any chance at all to beat a team like Clemson?
I do not.
Always a chance in March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
There is always a chance, but I don't see it because Clemson is probably one of the roughest, toughest teams in college this year. They roughed up Duke.
They are gritty.
They play tough, and they're in your face. And I think McNeese just got a bad draw. But historically, 5 seed gets upset by the 12th seed more often than not, so it could happen.
Well, give me a Cinderella then. Who's Cinderella? Who should we be looking out for?
Xavier, of course.
Xavier's not really Cinderella, man.
Cinderella here. I'll give Cinderella real quick. Here in the South. You got Michigan that won the Big Ten championship. Not a good solid regular season, but tournament time where it matters, they came through. I think 12-seeded UC San Diego at 30-4 can possibly get them out of here. That's a Cinderella I'm looking at right now. Great overall team. When you have juniors and seniors on your team, you know what I'm saying, against a team like a Michigan that may have, some youngsters, you know what I'm saying, some great young talent, that 40 minutes is definitely different. All 40 minutes in every game this tournament is going to be different. Because the tournament brings that to you, man. It's half-court styles. You got to play chess. So and possibly, especially in the tournament like this with all these teams, upset's always gonna be there. But I would, in the South, I would take UC San Diego to the game with Michigan. I don't know if I'll put them to be an upset on my bracket. Another one too, 12 seed Liberty. In 28-6, play number 5 Oregon in the East bracket. 2019, they shocked the world as well when they took down 5 seed Mississippi State in 2019. Rich McKay, the Flamethrowers, they used to this type of fire. They used to this type of atmosphere. And every now and again, they shock some heads. They shock a bracket or two, and potentially that can be it there and there in that region. The West. SEC, what they got? 14 out of 16 teams in their conference.
14 in the tournament. Out of 16 teams, sir.
That's right. Phenomenal. I'll be shocked if 60% of those teams last during the weekend.
Okay.
One team potentially in Missouri.
All right.
The 6th seed, they go against Drake. They're a mid-major team. Definitely a criteria for a Cinderella in the eyes.
Oh, man, you just stole my pick.
Ben McCollum and those guys, man, they ball out. They ball out. They listen here. In non-conference play, though, it don't matter. Miami sucks. But Vanderbilt and Kansas State are great teams, and they tour in the NBC tournament. They are ready, I feel, to get to that eyes. And it's crazy that we talk about this because teams like have opportunity, potentially, to shock the world. You don't think they're going to shock the world twice. But that's another
right.
team. That's another sleeper team that I would take over here. And in the Midwest, we seen Purdue lose before. Wouldn't be shocked if they lost a High Point, the 13th seed in that region, Midwest. Nation's second longest winning streak for them at 14 games. And they're one of the most efficient offenses in the game. They ranked number 7, shooting percentage just about 50% from the field. And a Boiler team, they're decent, but they do have some defensive struggles and cracks in their defense. Okay. That's something I'll be interested in watching as well. So yeah, couple sleepers.
All right. Will, would you like to share your thoughts about the NCAA men's tournament and any of these potential matchups here that you're looking forward to?
That's a good question.
Or you could be like me and don't really care.
No, I care. I probably care a little more than you do, but me said I don't care.
I mean, I don't.
If LSU was in it, he'd care.
I would.
Yeah,
they are
tell
not.
him again,
I don't
Jake.
care.
He sound like a bitter old man.
That's out. I'm out. Thank you.
Right after Will gives some picks, I'd like to hear who's got some finals predictions.
I think I think that's the thing with Will. I think he's waiting for the tournament to pop open. And we know everybody goes crazy over the first few days of the tournament, but I feel like once the tournament pops open and teams advance, you'll get a sense of where Will's coming from. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said,
watch for my Gators. Watch for my Gators and Duke.
It all, baby. Take my picks, man. Take my picks. I have a pick for the group before the first game Thursday. Actually, tomorrow, man, take North Carolina, man, with the points, man. They picked North Carolina in this tournament, and then, you know my feelings about them. You know, shouldn't have made the tournament. But I said if they made the semifinals in that tournament, and even though they played a depleted Duke team, kept close, they would probably make it. They did that. You let those dogs in the tournament, man.
It was weird. They let him in off the strength of a loss. They was like, y'all played really good against the Duke team who had no flag and
no Brown.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
No flag and no best defender in Brown.
Yeah,
that's more of a shout out to the ACC and who the winning streak that we had late in the season came against teams in the ACC, teams that are in the tournament. I don't think North Carolina should have been in, but they're gonna give me Michigan State vibes of old. You know what I'm saying? Michigan State 2 years before, right? They got a star. RJ Davis, he's a guy. Now everybody else got to come and play. You got a new life now. You got a new 40. So, Hubert, you got a lifeline.
You know who UNC should be shouting out? They need to be shouting out Keith Gill. That's who got him in.
Yeah.
Don't just say those things. You gotta give the context.
But the SEC, man,
I already went on a tangent.
The team, the amount of teams in that tournament for them, man. Listen here, it could potentially be an SEC Final Four, and that's crazy. They dominate basketball right now, like they dominated football. It seems like it's September.
Yep,
it's March. So Florida with the best of them. Auburn with the best of them. Alabama they have dogs, and then teams that got in like Texas. They got a good match with Xavier. That's gonna be a good one. Yeah, man, this is the time. This is where it don't matter what you know or who you know.
I'm gonna give out a full bracket. I'm gonna give out a full bracket and post it later, probably tomorrow at some point. But I am saying my final national championship game is gonna be Florida going against Duke, and whoever plays better defense that game is gonna win.
Well, be sure.
Whoever scores more points,
keep an eye out in the Sports Talk with Friends group.
Shout St. John's, baby.
We're going to be posting a tournament bracket challenge. So make sure you get in it and fill it out and come up against guys like Jake and Took and Will and tell them how much they suck because you're better than them. How about that?
I like it. Hey, and let me rephrase that. That was a horrible phrase, and I just realized it. Whoever's healthier, because both teams have been having a little injury bug with
that might be worse.
No, it's not. It's a lot better. It's a lot better than just saying defense.
All right. Let's talk about the women's bracket. The top seed, Texas, #1 overall, followed by USC and South Carolina, the SEC champ, South Carolina.
They're always up there. That's because Dawn be cooking up.
Dawn's a beast.
It's 2 SEC teams and 2 Big Ten teams, correct?
Mm-hmm.
UCLA, USC, South Carolina, and Texas.
Mm-hmm.
This is those teams right there, but. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be tough. Last year's tournament was fire. You know what I'm saying? In the way it ended out. Potentially here, if you look at these brackets here, man, a lot of talented, a lot of great coaches. You're gonna see a lot of great coaches in this women's tournament. You'll see them in the men's, but great coaches in these tournaments for the ladies that have prestige, man. LSU has the 3 seed. Nobody wants to face.
Right.
Nobody wants to
Nobody.
play.
None.
Nobody wants to play Michigan State at all either. And in the bracket here, the Spokane bracket, of course you got USC, but the cream of the crop, Oklahoma's surprised some heads. UConn's in that bracket. A UConn USC matchup must happen for TV in the money.
Is the whole right side of this bracket in Birmingham? Why?
UConn's whooping everyone's ass.
Like the whole right side of this bracket is Birmingham.
So
Well,
Birmingham,
the beginning, right? Is that
the whole white side?
Look,
yeah, so the beginning, for the most part, for girls basketball tournaments, the team with the highest seed usually gets the game.
Right. So for these first games are home games.
Yeah, for the top
go and they actually do a bracket. I mean, a tournament like they're all in the same place.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And but go back down to that bracket, that Birmingham bracket. Let's say here, Texas, Creighton, Ohio State, TCU. What a season from TCU. Haley gonna make some noise in this tournament. She wants to raise the stock up. Let's see if she can raise the stock up. And it's crazy because if she wins in round 1, they play Folly Dickinson. They beat Folly Dickinson. She goes into a matchup with her former school, her first love, Louisville. So that'll be interesting as well. Notre Dame.
I want her to knock out LSU at some point, but they're on opposite sides. So
they're on opposite sides. But I'm telling you, though, like it's so weird. Like having her at LSU, she just did not fit what the coach wanted to do. And
the coach is doing dumb shit. Hey, let's make a great shooting guard, a point guard. Like, all right, like,
yeah. I mean, that's one of the things with recruiting. Like, you can just recruit a bunch of good players, but you've got to have the roles for these players. And if you don't have the roles for them, it's not going to work out.
She took so much heat for y'all losing when it wasn't really her fault.
Yeah, I think teams like LSU.
I mean, everybody took the heat for that.
Teams like Duke, on the women's side, I think those are 2 teams potentially, that can make some noise in this tournament as well. This
it's South Carolina.
North Carolina, Vanderbilt. They got Vanderbilt. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have a 50-point game out that region. You know what I'm saying? They got so many scores in that region right there. It's fire. Oh man, this bracket is more interesting.
Do we see any upsets?
Yeah.
Probably not in this first round, but
in this first round,
I think Green Bay is gonna get Alabama.
Yeah,
those girls from Green Bay.
Green Bay balls.
I'm telling you,
they can hoop.
All right, and screw Bama. I don't care if it's golf. Screw Bama.
Roll Tide. Oh shit.
Women's NCAA tournament, man. But yeah. Your LSU ladies, man. I feel like they gonna be in it. You know what I'm saying? Not maybe at the end, but they'll make some noise, and it'll be the reason why they don't advance or team advance.
I'm just concerned about a team like UConn. I'm concerned about a team like USC and South Carolina. Like we don't have answers for those teams. And then plus Flage, she's coming off of an injury. She didn't play in the SEC tournament, so she's gonna be there. There may be a rust factor coming into the tournament that she's got to deal with. And so hopefully that's not the case, and hopefully she goes out there and balls because LSU definitely would need her. So we'll see what's going to happen with LSU.
UCLA, to me, though, is the best team going into the tournament.
Yeah.
In terms of what they have. And then South Carolina will probably be this is out of the number ones. I think South Carolina will be the second best number 1 seed. We'll give the edge, me personally, I'll give the edge to USC and then Texas. But Texas is a team I predicted to win it last year, the girls' team. Okay. And I wouldn't be surprised if they hoisted it up this year in a season where you're not really talking about them like that. You're still talking about the 3 teams on top of it.
All right. Anybody else got any more thoughts about any of the tournaments before we move on?
Yes, I do. I have one more question in regards to this. We talk about brackets, but we obviously know in a lot of states, man, betting's at an all-time high.
Oh, yeah.
This speaking on the future, will brackets become irrelevant at some point in life? It may not be in the next 10 years, it may not be in the next 15. I just say that
I think parity is gonna fucking take a huge chunk out of wanting to gamble on these brackets because it's all upsets. Like nobody is safe anymore because there's no more juggernaut teams. I've been saying this. I think parity in leagues is a great thing. I actually don't think parity is great for college basketball. I don't believe so. You get some good basketball games, but I don't know that it makes any more people watch. I think the casual fan for college basketball actually relies on the gambling or like the fantasy of it all. But it's almost dead because everything's an upset. There's nobody's safe. Like the only thing that's sure that I can believe in on both sides of this bracket for both men and women is I'm sure that South Carolina gonna be in the Final Four. That's all. South Carolina women gonna be in the Final Four. That's the only thing I feel like certain about in all of this. And I just think that while that's good for a product in terms of viewing like good basketball games, I don't know that it's gonna lead to more gambling, which is probably for the best. But yeah. That's my little soapbox about parity in college basketball.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move forward here from the NCAA basketball and move over to NFL football, where we had this breaking update shock us. Chase and Higgins both get paid. For Jamar Chase, he got 4 years, $161 million, and for Higgins, 4 years, $115 million. I mean, at this point, the Bengals are spending all of their money on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, is this troublesome for this team? Can they go somewhere like this?
No.
And everybody, probably not. But this is what I like about it: is a short liking that they believe in themselves. We talk about how the ownership don't spend money like this, like that.
That's true.
That nature. They believe in this team. Now they can shoot them in the foot, and it could be a 30 for 30. But they believe. They believe with a balanced locker room and these guys on the offense. They can do some things. Now, maybe it may not be this year, but maybe in the future. I think one more screw needs to be unloosed from this situation, and that's probably the head coach. You make a money move like this, you're thinking something drastically is going to happen and change. And if something doesn't drastically happen and change, and you got these dudes locked up, who you getting rid of?
Cincinnati says you get $100 million. You get $100 million. You get matter of fact, everybody checking on their seats. You get $100 million.
Except for Hendrickson.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Yep. And it's crazy because they have a defender that requested a trade that won $30 million and Trey Henderson, and they're not going to give that to him. But this is why. Right. They chose offense over defense. But everybody talking about, they choosing the offense over the defense. Well, hey, some teams, they have an identity. And that's another thing. We talk about parity and money, TV money and all that. They're staging their TV money. Their TV money is banked because every Sunday, somebody going to want to see these two receivers and that quarterback.
High flying show.
They all like to see it. So, I'm like, for perspective from them, the fan base, yeah.
This is definitely cool. I was talking to Will about it last night, and it's actually Will's fault, and I've kind of changed my mind on the whole idea of, this ain't going to work. This is going to be the Dan Marino Dolphins of the 70s where they couldn't win because they didn't have a defense. He was like, well, then what's Peyton Manning's excuse? He was like, he had Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison, and look at them. They didn't have much of a defense. They might have had a couple defensive linemen, but look, if they sign Hendrickson, they can. And them signing Jamar and Tee Higgins long-term opened up a lot of cap room. It did. I don't know how it did, but apparently I've looked into it, and I've had other people tell me when you sign guys long term, you open up cap space. Now they've officially they've reignited talks with Hendrickson, so it might end up working out.
Yeah, the way that happens, Jake, is usually like the last year of somebody's deal, they get paid a lot of money toward the cap for the season. And when you redo a contract, you change that base salary and you give them a bonus instead. And you can chop that bonus up over the length of the contract.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how they lower their cap numbers in that first year. So that's how they open up more cap space for this year. So yeah, they could work out something. They could use this cap space to work out something with Trey Henderson.
How old is he?
He's 30 years old. That's the biggest problem on wanting to pay him $30 million. He's at the pinnacle.
This will be his third contract.
They're probably gonna lessen the hit with these contracts they just signed and front load Henderson. Just say, hey, we appreciate your service. This is your last bang out hurrah. Maybe like a 2-year extension at the most. But I can see them still getting it done though.
And the thing is, too, he's still they don't have to pay him this year technically.
Right.
He's still under contract this entire year.
They can tag him next year.
Exactly.
Yes. And that's why I don't believe they're going to extend him more than 2 years. And I know he's going to want more than 2 years because he wants the longevity, which I totally get. So we got to see how that's going to come to a head and see how they meet in the middle or something. But yeah, the Bengals, there's no urgency for them to do anything.
They can get a king's ransom for him though.
They feel like the defense is changing in the league.
And coach, they have tried, but apparently there are teams willing to pay him that $30 million mark, but they don't want to meet the Bengals trade requirements because they're saying that it's unrealistic and way too high. But it's like, hey, you got to get what you got to get for the guy. He's the sack king. He had a great year.
He led the league in sacks last year, right?
Correct.
And pressures.
Yep.
They're going to trade him like a 4th round pick. Watch.
Yeah. After the draft.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he could be a draft night trade. I didn't even think that. Yeah, you're right. The draft ain't happened yet. Yeah, they can trade him on draft night.
Possible. It's be interesting to see what they do there in Cincinnati.
And they have made a defensive coordinator switch. They have plenty of draft picks to where they've signed their offense. They're good there. They might need to pick up a lineman here or there, but they can go defensive heavy in this draft. Possibly get.
It needs to be all defense.
They've invested enough in offense.
If they pick anybody on offense, pack them the fuck up.
The offensive line is still an issue.
Yeah, there's two.
So what? So what?
There's two guys.
We just paid $69 million between 2 receivers. Fuck the line. We throw in slants real quick. That's it. We can't afford anything else. No.
They've got two guys from Georgia on the board that's going to be available right by them, and it's a defensive lineman and Michael Williams, I think his last name is, and then Starks, who's the safety. Both could be instant factors on their defense if they get in there.
Stark's stock is dropping though.
That's
why he's
saying
available now. Yeah,
he's falling right to him, and he could, even though he had a bad combine, he can come around once he actually gets on a team. It might be worth the risk.
He can redeem himself on pro day.
Exactly. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think they're looking up. They just got a new DC in who was just in the college national championship. I think he's a very smart coordinator. The Bengals could just be heavily relying on their coordinator to set up schemes to where people ain't going to be able to do nothing against the mediocre defense. But you got to get lucky with that. It's going to be shootouts.
Going to be a rude awakening for him when he realizes he has less of a roster this year on defense than he did last year in college.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. But all around, that offense is set. Get a guard in there, and they'll be fine.
Does he get to bring Caleb Downs with him?
All right. In other news in the NFL, Derek Stingley just signed a record-breaking deal. 3 years, $90 million, including $89 million guaranteed. The highest paid defensive back in NFL history. Kids, this is why you want to come to LSU. Okay? This is why you come to LSU.
That's his angle, huh?
Yeah, we knew where this was going.
Look where the money is, kids. Just go look where the
all the
money
players
is.
we're talking about went to LSU, right? Jamar, Joe, Stingley.
Is that gonna apply to Oregon when we make our guy the highest paid after this? Because I hate this deal. It's gonna fucking make us have to pay everything for Gonzalez. But does that apply when we gotta sign Gonzalez to the next greatest contract the corner ever got?
Kids, come to LSU. You want to be great. You want to get paid. Come to LSU.
Those those two
proofs
things.
in the pudding right there. Okay,
mutually exclusive.
So, look,
unless you're
I feel really vindicated by this, just because. Listen, I remember arguing with guys in my Saints group about Derek Stingley being ready to play in the NFL right now, and this was his senior year in college or whatever, the last year in college. And they argued me down, saying, no, he wasn't ready. He's a kid, blah, blah, blah. He's a grown man and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, boom, he ready right now. He can start for the Saints right now. All right. And so, yeah, he's going to proving me right. And
yes,
so,
y'all talked about the market being blown off the top of the wig. Shit, he was the first defensive back taken in his draft class ahead of Sauce Gardner and Trick McDuffie, and now he's the first to get paid. He's setting the market. So we just mentioned those two guys.
He still doesn't get the recognition as like Sauce Gardner does. My God.
I mean,
Sauce Gardner is great.
You got to remember, you're in New York City. You make a few crime plays, you're in New York. Yeah. So Sauce got that instantly, you know what I'm saying? And he played great, you know what I'm saying? But last year was kind of a, whatever the case is. But, yeah, man, I mean, shit. They going to know him this year. You're going to hear his name a lot. Well, if we don't hear it on the airwaves, definitely going to hear it in Texas. Coach going to hear his name a lot. Best quarterback in Texas. Sting.
That's right. That's right, man. All right.
Ronald Darby signed a 1 year, $2.5 million contract.
All right. Here we go. All right. Cowboys beef. Coach Micah Parsons reacting to DeMarcus Lawrence here on Twitter.
Yep. So while Dale tooting his own horn, I'm gonna toot my own horn a little bit here.
Toot.
I think at one point in time it might have been this past season, maybe year before. I said there was a little underlying fire there between these two, that something just quite wasn't right. Now it's starting to come out to a head. Tank on his way out, he made the comment, I'm gone now. Dallas is still my home, but I knew I was never going to win the Super Bowl in Dallas. That's fair. It's not rocket science. That's just been trending for the last 29, 30 years.
Nothing new.
I think what pissed everybody off was you didn't even have to say that. It's like you took a dig on your way out. Kind of like what's my guy name? Like Randy Gregory did. He took a dig on the way out. Swartz took a dig last year, but neither here nor there. Michael fired back and said that this is pretty much jealousy. This is what jealousy looks like, and it's some clown shit. I agree with Mike on this. Tank responded back. Maybe you spent more time, I think playing or being more productive versus tweeting
and more time winning. I wouldn't have left.
So somebody made a point to Tank probably been hating on Micah since Micah got there. You got to think at one point in time, Tank was the defensive captain of the team.
Yes, absolutely.
He came up that corny ass Hot Boys moniker and stuff like that. But Micah comes in, gets instant love, instant success. Me personally, I think this is good that he's gone, because I think Micah says a lot, but I think Micah also still has respect for the game, for the team at the end. So he never really just stood out there. He let Tank be the leader of the team. He just produced, did his thing. And I think he was wanting to see, because he's been pretty vocal. Like, he called out the front office. I got to do a lot better and try to get some help here. He wants to be the team leader, but he still has respect for those that are already there before him. Tank's gone now. I don't think that guy has that in him. I think this will quickly turn into Micah's team. I did like how Playmaker, though he spoke out about it, and he gave Tank a warning. He said, "Be careful. We understand you upset. Go be great in Seattle, but don't shit on us on the way out, because you do not want to be excommunicated from the family." I think he meant that.
Nope, you don't, because I mean, how much of your career is gonna become better than when it was with the Cowboys? And honestly, for DeMarcus Lawrence, it'd been time. How many years I've been raving about this man? They need to let him go. The production wasn't there no more. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't there. But yeah, Coach, I agree with you. The kind of jealousy hit from Lawrence being that guy in the defensive squad, Parsons coming in. Parsons the guy, and old people can't take that sometimes. When a young person coming in about to get that bread, way more bread than you, because the market is different. But in terms of the argument, I'm going to give Tank the dub. I'm only going to give Tank the dub because he said what everybody else has been saying. You online too much. You tweeting too much. You podcasting too much. But Micah, this is your time now. You ain't got a guy like Lawrence that's going to go out there and not tweet and play. You're going to have to go out there and ball up, man. So in that little shape, I took Tank for the win just with that line, man. If it was just nothing else said after that, I think Parsons' comeback was dope. You know what I'm saying? The way he did it. Clown shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't tolerating that in Dallas. Whatever team I'm on, we're not tolerating this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's clown shit. But
and I like how he stood up for his team in that aspect, too. I think one of the ESPN shows was saying, like, the problem that they had with it is Micah feel like he has to be involved in everything. I like that. Because at this point in time, no real leader has stepped up on that team. And that's part of the issue they have. There's been no culture there. Back when they had the triplets, even though Aikman and Emma was there, that was Michael Irvin's team. He was the leader on that team. All his flaws that he had and his transgressions, at the end of the day, when you thought about the Cowboys and that pulse and that heartbeat of that team, it was Michael Irvin. I think Micah can be that now that he's got some of these old heads out of there that have just been content with being mediocre. They have been. You got paid. I'm a Cowboy. I'm getting this money. And Tank got paid like he was a sack leader every year. He got paid some real good money. Now, granted, Tank was probably the best run defending defensive end in the league, but he got paid like he got sacks, and he didn't. So we appreciate your service here, Tank. Micah, they're getting him out of the way. It's up to you now to do what you need to do. Either you're going to sink or you're going to fail. And as far as like the tweeting part, I'm not a big fan of it either. But he's branding himself already. Micah's going to have a career after football. He's probably going to get about $250 million from the Cowboys. Yep. I'm going to get another $250 million from Barstool or somebody else.
Hold up. Go
ahead,
Will. No, you go ahead, Will.
At some point, we got to ask ourselves why it's not just one guy. It's multiple people leaving and having something to say.
Because everybody likes to be petty.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just petty. I mean, it might really be a problem in that locker room.
It could be, but why don't they have the balls to say it while they're there? If shit ain't sweet, speak up on it.
Yeah.
Jerry will get rid of you if you say something.
No, will he? I feel like whatever. No, I don't think he will. But I think you're just gonna turn the locker room on you, and I don't know how it's gonna help.
Then you got the wrong guys in that locker room. If they don't want to be held accountable,
that could very well be the problem. Yeah, that's a fascinating situation. Yeah, Jake, what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna ask Coach. Does everyone in Texas got a nickname? I'm noticing a trend here.
What you mean?
Tank.
Well, you said, what'd you say? What's Irvin's nickname? Prime time? Playmaker. And then you said Tank for DeMarcus. I was like,
he never deserved a nickname. I'm gonna be honest. He never deserved it. Tank, I guess. More like Hugo, but I get it.
Yeah, more like a RAV4.
You said RAV4. What a bad training. Yeah, but it's gonna be interesting to see. Like I say, now this has technically become Micah's team. I think everybody tunes Dak out. They tried to downplay it last summer when Diggs got in his ass, but he meant that. Dak's soft. Dak real soft. It's part of the problem. He said, and he's a company man. He says all the things that need to be said in front of the camera.
Okay.
Back to that Stingley thing real quick, though.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to bite them in the ass.
Okay.
Because they're going to have to make a decision.
What's that?
Do you pay Bland and let Diggs walk? Or you hope that Diggs is healthy and you let Bland walk? I say you keep Bland and let Diggs walk.
Yeah, for sure.
What does Stingley got to do with that?
Because
somebody would actually come ask for Stingley money?
I don't think Stingley money, but
the market.
The price just went up. You got a guy that was a defensive MVP candidate just 2 seasons ago.
This is a second contract, though.
I know it's a second contract, but his agent, they can walk in there and put their nuts on the table.
Today's price is not today's price.
Yeah. That price, it did go up some.
Yeah, you gotta let Diggs walk. It's not worth the trouble.
Yeah. They had issue with how he rehabbed last year. I think the fact that they even let that slide out into the media, that planted the seed. I think it's going to be a June 1st cut.
And what were his last 3 years? Interception leader, but a dirty rug. The next year he locked up, really played great defense, and then the next year he got hurt. And next year he got hurt. So like, it's just
who is he?
Yeah. He's a man of many hats, and we don't know what hat he's going to bring today. So you can't pay that man.
Well, from my opinion, I thought he's a boom or bust kind of player. It's either it's an interception or somebody to beat him deep.
Initially, yes. Initially,
that was 3 years ago, as Will mentioned.
Yeah, right. That was
next year he locked it. The next year he locked shit down, but he didn't have all the interceptions. And like you said, last year he got hurt, and then he didn't rehab very well. And
they needed it. The next year they didn't need it because fucking Bland was picking everything to the house too. Yeah. So it was crazy.
Yep.
Maybe big bro come to town.
I hope not.
Let's do our mock draft then. After the first wave here of free agency. See Will over here.
A very good week of free agency, by the way. Some shit got shook up.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're getting mocky.
Why you getting in the tank already, Will? What's going on?
Huh? I live in the tank. I don't know what you mean. I'm reporting live from the tank. Yeah, you heard? We're just not going as deep as the Titan went. All right, so let's sync this up right here. And here we go. All right, who we want to work with today? We're gonna do our teams, obviously. So let's get these here. Why is it so close? Back up. Jesus. Get up off me. Patriots, Cowboys.
Luka trade affecting the NFL too? What you mean by that?
What's the question?
See, the Luka trade is affecting the NFL too.
As far as like anybody's available, I'm assuming.
I'm trying to put this math together. I'm trying to see what he's saying. Let me think.
This math ain't math.
Nobody wants to be in doubt. I don't.
Yeah, there you go. Nobody wants to be in doubt. There you go.
No, somebody mentioned last week that Luka leaving something sold out of Dallas.
That was Cedi said that.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Who said what?
Cedi said that Luka being traded pretty much took the soul out of Dallas. I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm in this Mavs room. These motherfuckers still crying, man.
they got a right to. They got a right to
no,
that trade.
No.
It was absurd.
Games. Maybe.
You don't trade a guy who's a fucking franchise face at 25.
Those are new Mavs fans. Like I said before, we did it with Mark Aguirre. We did it with the 3 J's. This is not new in Dallas.
Yeah, but it's not about being new. It's just bad, or they stop doing it.
We make bad. We like to be irrelevant basketball wise. I'm used to it. I always say that me and the Cowboys have an abusive relationship. Me and the Mavs, they just be beating my ass, man.
Y'all gotta start. Yeah, y'all gotta start. Hey, you keep going back to this. You're a battered wife. Stop going back to this.
I am. But I love them so much.
Coach, hey, at least the Stars never did you dirty.
The Stars.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Or the Rangers, because I didn't even get mad when they traded A-Rod. It was time for them to go.
There's some.
So technically, also they did it. Like everybody, it's their problem.
It's just the sports you
care
about.
Get over it. Is what I tell you. This is what we do. Get over it.
It's just the sports you care about that like to kick you in the nuts.
Yeah.
To get over it is why y'all still in that situation. Y'all gotta revolt. Y'all gotta boycott, man.
What is that going to accomplish?
The problem is that you can't even do it because they'll just leave. They'll just pick up the team and just go. I think they're trying to take y'all, man. I don't understand that.
I got an update on that too, by the way.
What's the update? Drop that now. Might as well.
Okay, so we talked about. So it was finally confirmed, even though I knew this probably about 10 years ago. Again, I'm tooting my own horn. Where old Texas Stadium used to be at, that is where they're trying to put the new Mavericks Arena and Casino. It was finally confirmed over the weekend. Yes, it was finally confirmed over the weekend.
This is Texas.
And it actually goes up. There is a vote that's going on for the citizens of Irving as far as them allowing them to rezone it so they can put the implementation in to make it happen. And Governor Abbott, shout out to Hot Wheels, said he is willing to listen.
He's popping wheelies?
Popping wheelies, Professor.
y'all can't be gambling in Texas, man.
Hey, man. Hey, Coach, what's the most heathen spot in Texas? Like, where's the least religious? Because that's where they got to put everything. That's the only way this is going to work. I don't know what they doing, man.
Well, I have to say, Irving is not too far from Harry Hines, which is the Blade.
Yeah, buddy.
It's right down the street from the Blade.
Just saying. That's how you're going to have to do it.
Yeah.
You got Washington Select?
Oh, you said that. Yeah, you said that years ago.
Yeah, I got Washington.
That's where the new casino going to be at.
Yeah, I think I rode 2 by there to show them the spot. Yeah. That's what they said. It made sense because I'm like, all that construction they did with all the highways and the overpasses, I'm like, this is like, they want to make sure they can keep the traffic under control when there's a lot of people here. And then I saw the bridge that they built. It's a huge bridge. I'm like, it's too nice for cars to drive across. So it look like they park on one side and walk to the other. So it like it may happen. I like it, even though I don't indulge anymore. But if the gambling comes, that means the sticky icky is right behind it.
Yes, sir. Can't be doing that in Texas, Coach.
Yes, we can. All our money goes to Oklahoma or Louisiana. Keep it home.
I was in Connecticut all weekend, baby. The gambling and the hot cheese. You know what I'm saying? Perfect match.
All right, let's start the draft.
All right. Any other teams you want to run with? Let me see. We got Washington.
Did you watch them for P Dollar?
Yeah, I did. Who else in the chat? That's it.
That's it.
Why would you pick Washington in this mock draft, man?
What's Chris Falcons fan or he a Bengals guy?
What Washington become our friend?
Bengals.
Yeah, he said he was going to bed.
Man, pay attention to that.
Oh,
ow. Holy shit.
What happened?
So Cam Ward went 1. Ashton Jeanty 2 to the Browns.
I've seen more and more of that too.
To the Giants. And now I got the choice to either pick 7th. I mean, I can pick.
I've seen Jeanty either going to the Browns or he won't make it past Chicago in a lot of mocks I've seen.
I'm going to take this trade. It's only 3 spots back.
Yeah, if the Browns really do that, they're really bad.
Who did they take, Abdul?
Jets took Abdul Carter. Fuck. Jaguars took Travis. And then, damn it, the Raiders took.
Oh, I'm doing
No,
that.
I don't want. I'm gonna pick now.
Shit, I would have did that.
Shador Sanders.
What was they offering?
Number 8 and like 47.
It was just 8.
There was a spot.
To move down one spot? Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Your boy's sick. All right. Shit.
Man,
all right, we saw we did. Pick Shador. Yeah. Shut up. Who I got? Let me think here. Now you know what? We're gonna do the same. We're not gonna do the same old. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be funnier. All right, my Dallas fans, y'all pick this pick, and I'm gonna pick for y'all.
I bet.
Don't take my team, y'all. I ain't playing.
You gotta take the offensive tackle from Missouri.
You like that? All right.
That's available.
Yeah. I ain't mad at that.
All right.
And Dale, you ain't picking for you. Jake's picking for you. You picking for Jake.
What? Well, we damn sure not taking this trade. Define that one right there.
You don't like that trade?
Hell no.
All right, we take that one. This one ain't bad.
It's not bad, but we're not gonna do it though.
We're just moving to the 13, I think.
Moving back to 16, and you get the 47 and the third next year. The third next year is whack. Fuck it, we don't need that now.
Yeah,
all right, reject it. Where's Jake at? Jake here?
Yeah, he on mute.
I'm present.
All right.
You fixing some food?
What you picking for Dale?
They need everything.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
You guys do need a quarterback. I'm just playing.
Pick one. It don't matter.
Did it take Shador here?
Yeah.
We need everything.
Yeah, go ahead. Saints get Shador.
That'd be funny. Although I look. All right, so let's look at the teams here. If they don't pick them, the Bears won't. Would the Niners?
Niners might do it.
And then if they didn't, would Dallas? They would have to, right?
They wouldn't do it.
They would have to if he's on the board.
Not that high.
Well, hold on.
Miami could.
No, hold on. Don't take Shador because I do want to see where he falls.
I want to see what happens.
I want Shador.
Well, that's not your pick. Go start building that offensive line again. Get Kelvin Banks.
Kelvin Banks.
That's your guard for the future. Guard. He was a tackle at UT, boy. He's projected to be a guard.
Jalon Walker, Mason Graham.
I forgot. They're picking. No.
This is mania.
No.
Mania.
I'm picking.
You're taking Shador.
It's chaos.
It's chaos. You gotta take that man. You got to. You have to.
Yeah, I think you have to. Hold on.
Hold on. If Dallas is who we gonna think, if Dallas fans,
I would take that one.
A lot of hot dogs fans are like who we are.
This is crazy right here. No bullshit.
What's Pittsburgh offering?
I would take that trade.
You move back just to the 21, so you move back 9 spots, but you also get a first next year from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'll take that.
That's crazy. This one is nuts too. Holy, that's a lot of.
That Philly?
Yeah. Why would Philly move up here? What would Philly move out here?
They ain't finna trade down to pick somebody to beat our ass with.
Right. I'll take that Pittsburgh one though.
Y'all want to take this trade?
Pittsburgh wants Shador. That's why they're trading up.
Yeah, that's exactly why they trading up.
They want Shador.
I think that'd be amazing, honestly.
Yo, Shador black and yellow, dog. Be crazy.
I'm gonna accept this. I'm gonna accept this trade. Accept it. Shador Sanders to the Steelers. Wow, that's crazy. If that happens on draft day, we're gonna lose our mind on this show.
His stock is falling.
He gives Mike Tomlin life.
Him and Cam.
Life.
All right, Bengals. This is you, Dale. You get to decide.
Oh, they're going offensive line. Reject that offensive line.
Taking his team.
They definitely got to go offensive line. They need
They should probably.
They got to protect their investments.
I would take that one. Accept that.
Take this trade. Yeah.
Yes.
Matthew Golden to the Broncos. Malachi Stark to Seattle.
No.
Perfect fit for him. James Pierce. Cincy. All right, now you got to pick. Oh, you can go back too and get an 86 as well. Drop a 193.
Oh, wow.
Trade back again?
No, reject it.
I trade back again?
No, reject it. All right, go to tackles, offensive tackles.
Well, the best one's right there on the board, up top.
Oh,
he's from Ohio. All makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Josh Simmons. Then welcome to Cincinnati.
This dude, he said, we're gonna just try to score 80. That's it. We're not even gonna play defense.
Hey, they got to protect their freaking quarterback. They've been needing offensive line since
he got there.
Chase.
But by that logic, they've been to a bowl with that shitty line. At that point, why bother? All right, okay. Dallas.
I would take this trade.
I'm gonna take this too, I think. Let me see. Ooh. Move back 9, but it's all picks in this draft. Yeah, I'll probably do this.
I like that one better.
Let me see. I reject you. I rebuke. Nick Ebenwari, I'm a big fan of his. Jede Barron, too. All right. We're done trading back here. Fuck you. All right, here we go.
Barron went?
I'm about to make Took super happy.
Igupa? Emeka Igupa?
Egbuka.
Ibuka. That's it. That's what I would pick.
I bet you would. But Egbuka is basically like a CD Lamb. You gotta have two of the same guy. You need some speed out there.
Yeah.
I'm going Luther Burden for these guys. They need a running back, though. You know what? Nah, we've discussed this. The running back will be there in the second round. Luther Burden, the third. The Dallas Cowboys. I get Tuca's receiver so he can stop saying they need a second receiver.
Still got Luther Burden, who probably would have picked that 12.
Yeah, that was a great. Ooh, Loveland to the. All right. Washington is who's in the chat? Is P still here?
P should still be here.
Yep.
We'll end the chaos for him. Let him pick for his own team.
You got P Dollar. Luther is small though. That's the last thing he said.
Oh, Beasley. Yeah.
We rejecting this? Yeah, we rejecting it. Wait. We're rejecting this for sure. And we're rejecting this. We're not helping them. I don't know. Do you want to do this trade? You move back 7 spots.
He says next trade option.
That's the best trade option I got right there. You move back to 36, but you get a 70 and let go of that 128.
I wouldn't do that one.
You wouldn't?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We got any word?
Reject all trades.
Rejected all trades. Okay. Reject.
Bless you, ever sneezed.
Me. I'm dying over here, man.
You still taking the Jigma P Dollar? That's what you took last time, right?
Egbuka.
I think he took a Buka last time. It was drafted.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you. You're in the clock, P Dollar.
Washington gonna be in the top 10 next year.
You're gonna lose your pick.
Pick gonna go to Dallas. P if you don't pick. That'd be funny.
They don't need a receiver at all. He did that last time. It's nuts.
My man just trying to be the greatest show on turf at this point.
Who's in their backfield?
I think they need like defensive line help now, right? Like he said he wants Emeka Egbuka.
He does this every time.
I think they need like defensive line help.
Y'all got so many receivers there right now. 2 of them are really, really good.
There we go.
He trusted the defense.
Sign him up though. That's what he wants. He wants Ibuka.
He's a closet.
Jigba, whatever his name is, give it to him.
Boston College.
Jihad!
The Bills. Jihad to the Chiefs.
Jihad, baby.
All right, we're in round 2.
So we only have 4 wide receivers.
Ooh. Jackson Dart gets to New York.
Wow. That's good. It's a good pickup.
Ooh, Amari and Hampton goes to the Raiders right before my Patriots were set to pick.
Who did Jackson Dart go to?
New York
Giants.
Giants.
The Giants.
All right, who we got? Says we need a receiver. They're all gone though.
You don't need a receiver that you're not going to use.
You don't know what you're talking about. The guy can't stay on the field, like physically. Doesn't know what the out of bounds line is. You want me to throw to him? What's wrong with you?
Free booty.
Yeah, it is free booty. He give up the booty every time.
You gonna take your boy? You gonna take your boy Isaiah, dog?
That is my dog. I do like him, but he got trailed away last year. I gotta be worried.
JD5 and the Mecca build a
so fuck Terry.
Trying to put a ring on it.
And who else did they get? They went out and got
Debo. They got Diva Samuel. Come on, dog.
Diva Samuel. That's why he do it, because he don't trust Debo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. He can be on IR.
To be fair, he's not even necessarily a receiver. He's just a extended back.
Yeah.
Like Austin Eckler on the same team. That's scary.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's a tweener.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Damn, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it on wax, man. Commanders might be better than they was last year.
I think they win a division this year because Philly lost a lot.
Determined to pick a wide receiver that you're not going to use, huh?
You gonna keep running with this narrative?
You are determined to pick a wide receiver that you're not going to use.
Yep, just to shut you up.
All right, Isaiah Bond. Welcome to the bench.
Oh, you took Bond?
Yeah.
No, we're not going to take that. All right. I will take Trey Harris, the wide receiver from Ole Miss, because he's a good wide receiver, and we're going to use him.
Will you? Or will you just get him hurt like everyone else of your receivers?
Well, listen, if you get hurt, you get hurt. I mean, look,
I bet.
It's New Orleans. Don't drink the water.
Scared money can't make no money.
Don't drink the water. You won't get hurt.
That New Orleans, New Mexico.
What's the difference?
Oh, hey!
Debo is a Swiss Army knife. Emeka is a good route runner.
I might pick another receiver just to piss Dale off.
We picked up plenty of D linemen, just none have a wow factor. Also for P Dollar.
I'm talking about my team. You heard?
Yeah, I'm taking Juddy.
All right.
Play some power eye football. We're gonna line up in the goal line set at our own 20.
All right. Dallas, I would not take that trade right there.
No, don't want that trade.
That one's not bad.
That one though.
What's that one? I can't see it.
You move back 2 spots and you get a whole extra pick.
And pick 118. I want that.
118. That's a 4th round pick, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's still
they don't have a 4th this year.
Right, there you go. Perfect.
They traded that last year for the guy they got from Carolina.
Ringos, that bum ass. Yeah, get that 4th back.
And now you're picking. It's got to be the running back y'all been crying about, right? Ooh, y'all want to do this? Move back 2 again?
Move back
Get a
2
98
spots,
for that 118?
Hey, but you give up that 118.
No.
Yeah, but you get a 190. But you get the 98 back.
Yeah, 98 back. What's it? It's like 30 spots.
Yeah, I actually like that. Actually.
Like 20 spots. 20 spots.
Unless you're in love with somebody right now.
Who's left on the board?
A bunch of running backs that you can get in 2 picks, which is what you're gonna be
Yeah.
getting back.
Yeah.
Except this trade. And then every back that was there before is there now. All right, now we're not doing this one. That's crazy. I mean, it's a free pick. Again, those backs will be there in 2 picks.
Yep.
Who's they trying to move up?
Seattle.
Seattle. They'll give you pick 50 and 127 exchange for 48. I'd probably do that too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to keep trading back. Tate Ratledge. Oh, we're up for Cincy now. Where's Jake?
Cincy to take our running back.
No, Dale's picking for Cincy.
Oh,
that's right.
Okay, I'll reject that.
Yeah, rebuke.
Let's see. We picked the offensive line last time.
Dale, they need defense.
Running back. They need running back.
God, Dale, what do you do? You're the worst.
They need running back. They're
going to get realistically. They don't need a running back.
Yes, they do.
Who?
That's who?
They got Brown and
yeah, Brown is small, man.
So what?
Brown totally did a rock last year.
That's what I'm saying. He did fine.
He's small. You think he's gonna last again?
I want you to know if this was they would fire you that night on the spot. They would fire you. Awful. These are awful picks. You're picking offense for a team that just spent $100 and something plus million on one side of the ball. And you're like, let's just keep drafting offense. This is crazy work.
Just gotta be in there, man.
Who are you picking, Dale?
Gotta
be that pick.
Yeah,
pick that running back.
Hey, don't worry, folks. This is his last
to go along with Chase Brown, Zach Moss.
Zach Moss did nothing, bro. I had him on my fantasy team. He did nothing.
Yeah,
he got hurt, and then the small guy came in and housed shit.
That's what I'm saying. Chase Brown was the man. Yes.
Yeah, so let's dive into that.
You're damn right.
You'd be fine. They would take your clipboard on camera.
Like, go sit down.
Yeah. Matter of fact, security, just get him the fuck out of here.
Take his we need that badge.
You remember Jamie? You remember Jamie Foxx and Due Date? The dog, get him the fuck out of here. I'm done. Ooh. Nah, that's too much now. All right, let's get them the back they need, right, guys? Yeah. But who's it gonna be?
We want to keep trading. We want to trade all draft.
Nope, you're done trading. You're done trading. Caleb Johnson.
Hey, we got to hell. Philly got 20 picks in the next 2 drafts.
Right, exactly. Trading back and shit.
Travion, y'all want Travion Henderson or Caleb Johnson?
I would take Henderson.
I'll take Henderson.
Give me Henderson, dog. Listen here, we back to the boys back in town, man. We got a receiver, running back. Let's go.
No excuses for that.
No excuses for that. Absolutely. If these guys paying out to who they be, ain't no excuses for him.
All right, who you want now?
Oh, we get another one? Oh shit, where we at? Yo, what we need? We need a guard. We need a guard, right?
Yeah, Wyatt Miller out of West Virginia. Or Cameron Williams, but he's a tackle.
Cam Williams from UT?
Yeah, I'll take the guy from Texas.
I'll probably do that because I think the jury is still out on my man at right tackle.
Okay. All right. Cam Williams, here you go.
Come on, Dallas. We got all the picks. You heard?
Milrow to the Browns. Kuba.
I'm gonna learn from Deshaun Watson.
Oh wow!
This is how you get the good massage.
Yeah, Tyleek. Damn, Tyleek
Make sure
Williams
you
all the way to Chiefs. This is awful.
Always forget the towel.
You got to set up the plate.
I'm doing this for Pete Dollar. This is a good.
Pete Dollar, my man say you taking your head in the GM war room.
No, it's awful. That's also awful. What are we talking about? All right. That's what's available, man. What you got, P Dizzy?
What you got, P Dollar? Accept that trade. You wanted that trade accepted, he said. Oh, they accepted it.
Whack one. I accepted the first one. I did that.
Yeah.
The next one is terrible.
You don't want to pick, dog? You don't want to pick your quarterback in the future to replace JB5?
If I was him, I'd take Caleb Johnson here. Running back out of Iowa. Khalid with a K.
Khalid, baby. First
Any
one.
moment. What'd he say?
Yeah, the first one, best O-line.
Best O-line, okay.
Best O-line available.
Best O-line is Bow. Marcus Bow. All right. So the results for the Bengals, they got Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, and they got Cameron Scatterbull, the running back.
Mm-hmm.
Surely dooming themselves to being terrible because they did nothing on defense. Awful. Everyone's going to get traded. I give that a rank of F. Cowboys. Little biased. I made these picks, but I think we did a great job with the Dallas Cowboys here. We got Luther Burden, which you needed another receiver. You needed the running back. We got Travion Henderson. We also got you an offensive tackle, somebody that might be able to move around, and a first-round pick next year that belongs to Pittsburgh. I give this is like an A. This is a great draft.
We're about to get a quarterback next year. Next year's draft.
It's a great draft right there.
Baby. It's the Mocky way. You heard? The Aki way, the Mocky way.
That's a great draft.
Let me get Luther Burden the Mocky way. You heard?
And then for my Patriots, everything here we needed. So happy with this. We got a good offensive tackle, Isaiah Bond. As Dale says, we both try to. Anyways, and then we got Judkins. I give this a minus. Probably could have got a better receiver early on. Saints.
Not gonna use.
Saints, Kelvin Banks and Trey Harris. Boosting that offense so that they can go 7-9, 7-10. Or worse, because it's the Saints. I give this a B. Offensive tackle is important, and we'll see how good Trey Harris is. And then we got Washington, who I'm going to keep failing him. I'm going to keep giving him a D to keep picking Emeka Ibuka. He's a good player, but you don't need a receiver right now. But I do like the offensive tackle, though.
All right.
So, and then full results in case people wanted to see what else happened here. Browns shocked the world at 2. That'd be so running back the second overall pick.
Absolutely
is absurd. It's absurd.
Insane.
It's absurd. The Giants cooked. They got a great offensive tackle, and then they went and got Jackson Dart in the second round. So I think they addressed 2 needs.
Mm-hmm.
Who else we got here?
Oh Lord.
Oh, shout out to the Steelers. Man, would the pressure be high on Sanders for that move, though? You're going to Pittsburgh, which is
Titletown.
Yeah, it's the prestige of that city. And not just Titletown, but of the top 20 quarterbacks all time, they have 2 of them.
Yeah.
So that's some shoes to fill. And you have weapons pretty much everywhere on that team right now.
Yep.
So that I would love to see that. I really kind of hope this happens. I hope this exact draft happens. It won't, but it'll be funny.
All right.
All right.
So that wraps up our mock draft for this week.
They'll try to get out of here.
Listen here, West Virginia governor announces that they are suing the NCAA selection committee over leaving the Mountaineers out the NCAA tournament.
That's right.
God.
Get them. Don't get them.
Wasting taxpayers' money.
All right. Let's talk some WNBA, man. There's been talk of a potential strike.
What are they striking for?
Well,
strike for your rights.
Apparently, what's going on is the new CBA is happening. They've opted out of the old one. New one is happening. So in this new CBA, rookies are going to make more money. And so now the people who've been there 1 or 2 years, they're standing to not make as much money as the rookies coming in. And therefore, they will like their contracts to be increased to, give them more money. And so that's where the strike is coming in at.
So they're going to take the funds from the rookies? Where is money coming from?
I mean, who knows where money coming from? I don't know.
The money coming from
It
the
has to
rookie.
come from somewhere.
The money coming from the rookie.
You can't just materialize. I mean, they print money, but you can't just materialize it out of nowhere. You gotta be making it. This is the dumbest shit I've seen in sports in so long.
Well, usually what happens is and I'm talking about just with typical companies, when you change the pay scale, everything gets moved up, and so you could get that the minimum salary is now 40,000 or whatever, so that moves you up a little bit, and that's I think that's what they're talking about.
But that's when you're working with your own money as a business, as a brand. With their work, they're subsidized by the NBA still.
Yes.
An NBA who are right now hurting themselves for the most part.
Right.
Viewership is down 30%.
Yeah, but the WNBA viewership is up, which is why they're asking for more money.
It's too soon, though. 1 year of this is way too soon. And the only reason that it's up is because of the incoming rookies that are coming in.
Okay, but still, no, you could say it's because of last year's class. You could say that's what tilted things, but the CBA is up, so it's time to renegotiate. So
no, I
too soon.
No, it's too soon.
I mean, but I'm saying if you're at the negotiating table on that side, you're gonna say, look at the numbers we just put up.
The
numbers are only gonna get better.
Yeah, they opted out last October. I mean, they to me, and this is just watching the women's game for so long. At some point, they were going to opt out. They always talk about how unhappy they are, and the people that are siding with why they doing it. Hey, you got to continue to stand, but at the same time, play basketball. And I know you can't mix the two. You know what I'm saying? The strike with playing ball, because if you're on a strike, you can't play. You're not making no money. But let's see. I think they're going to get what they want.
This is the career underachiever who balls out in a contract year. This is what this is. And but here's the problem though. The ratings are up. But how much has they seen in revenue because of that? It's only proof of concept for a season. They need to wait. They don't have as much leverage. Now, if they waited, every CBD every CBA has a different amount of length, how long it's going to be. I would sign something short term.
There you go. That's probably the best meet in the middle that they could possibly have is a short-term CBA, between the two parties. Now,
if she don't take her eyes too far apart, ass away from the fucking keyboard, man, I'm done with this girl. All she do is talk. All she fucking do is talk.
Oh.
See, now you're attacking Angel again, and I'm going to have to get on you again.
Dale,
get on me.
Dale, she looks
she's
like
not,
Sid.
She's not worth what she's.
She looks like Sid from Ice Age. Get over it.
Yeah, for real, 100%. Sid. Here's my point. Like, I get that she's trying to be a leader and stuff like that, but it's really just clickbait, man. That's all she ever doing is clickbaiting. She's just baiting people to keep her name up. You want to be honest?
To stay
it's
relevant.
The Caitlin Clark deal. That ain't the Angel Reese deal. It's the Caitlin Clark deal. She brought the eyes.
Shit.
Ironically,
if they go on strike, it'll be at the end of the season in 2025. It'll be the end of the season. Hey, I'm not mad at the ladies. Go on that strike. And see what you can get out of it, dog. Let's see. So basically, it'll be 2 years. It'll be 2 years of what you produce. If year 2 can produce what year 1 did plus more, you go to the table and then you fight for your rights, man. But fight for your rights, ladies. As a person of the game, fight for your rights, man. Fight for it.
You know, girl averaged 12 boards a game on her 8 missed shots.
Now you're the background.
I was trying to switch between the two of you.
And the only reason why we hear her talking about it is because she has a show,
a podcast.
She has a show in which she's talking to another WNBA player in regards to it. So it's more than her that this wants this to be.
Thank you.
We don't know who else wants this strike. We don't know, but. Angel Reese is gonna make a lot of money.
None of them threatened though.
Huh?
Whoever else wants it, I didn't hear none of them threatened in the league. She threatened to strike. She literally had to go. You can go find it. I'm sure you can find it.
I think she's been on. I think her and Carrington are the only ones that have spoken up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was on our podcast. That's the reason why. That's the reason why it's out there.
Oh, it's gonna start.
That she said.
Oh, start.
So, yeah.
It's gonna start. You gonna hear more.
Also, from a players' association standpoint, if that is your plan, why are you tipping your hand and telling people?
And is she gonna be your spokesperson?
If she's the face of your movement,
she's not. Just based off of the podcast, she was like, I gotta start going to some of the meetings. That's what she said. So
get her out of here, man. I'm done.
She's a rookie. I mean, I always expect her to be involved in the meetings of the CBA. I mean, come on.
No, right. I don't expect her. That's why she need to be quiet.
She should be speaking up on it.
She has a vote. She's entitled to her opinion.
That's only because she's from LSU.
Go Tigers, if you want to become famous and make a lot of money like Angel Reese and like the rest of the people I keep telling y'all about, you need to come to LSU. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Shake the money trees.
I was just thinking that, Will.
All right, let's get to the NBA here.
I'm fumbling, bro.
Anthony Davis has been assigned to the G League to get back into shape and come back to the Mavericks. Coach, talk about this since it's your team.
I think this is more out of a necessity because I think either today or maybe next Monday they run. I think it's next Monday when all these contracts and everything run out, all these two-way contracts and things like that. They run the risk of having to forfeit games. So I think they probably moved him there to open up a roster spot so they can bring somebody else up so they can at least fill the team. I think when they played Philly yesterday, I think they had 8 people suit up maybe.
That's as long as I'm not mistaken. You can't suit up with 7. You can only suit up with 8 or more. Dale, put my tank graphic up.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of this shit, man. Yo, they need to be investigated.
Why?
Because what y'all doing is an embarrassment of justice, man. It is absolutely disrespectful to the game of basketball what the Dallas Mavericks are doing this year. It truly is. Now I know they got a little unlucky with Kyrie Irving getting hurt, but like it's honestly they're disrespecting the game of basketball now. It's beyond just them not being good. Like they're literally disrespecting the game.
How?
Because they're doing everything they can at every turn to not put out a good product to try to force the hand of
everybody's been hurt. This has been going on since we tipped off.
You know who wasn't hurt? Luka Doncic. And he's still not hurt.
Yeah.
And you traded for a guy who's always hurt. To go play next to another guy who's always hurt. So yeah,
sorry, just keep losing. I like this. Y'all keep winning, P Dollar. Y'all keep winning. Yeah, it's been pretty bad, man.
Even if they get the bill passed and they get gambling and all that stuff, I want this whole ownership group needs to bounce already. Done.
Yeah, I am over the ownership group. I don't like the hit piece they put out on Luka.
Mark Cuban would never. Look, I'm not saying it's not just tanking.
We was all looking at the
tanking a franchise, not a season. It's a different type of tank. I'm the tank man. I got a whole graphic.
I bet Mark Cuban could fix the Cowboys.
No, he can't. Can't fix the man.
Yeah, he just like Jerry. Two loyal players.
Hey, hold on. He's never mind. That's not a good. That's not a good comeback. Never mind.
Yeah, shit. He fucked up the whole front office of the Mavericks.
This happened because of Cuban.
No, he left. He left, and they destroyed it. He set it up perfectly.
He shouldn't have left. You know what the reason was? I don't know anything about gambling, and I don't want my kids to have to go through the same thing that the Jones kids go through.
No. Mark Cuban is
a family man.
He did his thing with the Mavericks organization, but he also
that's next year
as well.
They got their pick this year. They start losing picks next year, Mike.
Okay.
If what? Why are they losing picks?
Bad trades, from trades.
Because
some of them are not top protected. The Luka trade, in my opinion, is the only bad. It's a big one. It's the only bad trade he's had since he's been there.
It's the franchise face. Yeah, it's pretty bad. You guys,
and if anything needs to be investigated, that shit.
They always trying to make the Lakers big.
Yeah, all the way down my timeline. It's Lakers shit all over the place.
The world doesn't go around without the
Lakers gonna Laker. Lakers gonna Laker.
Listen here.
Dallas can't be doing this, man. This is crazy.
We're happy. We're happy with what Dallas gave us. We appreciate Dallas for giving it to us. We ain't complaining. We wish y'all well.
They tanking for flag.
Yeah. I can rock with that.
We did to y'all.
I would never wish that on him.
We did to Dallas what New Orleans thought they did to the Lakers. Because when we traded AD, everybody's the crayon was the Pelicans got the best of that trade because of what they got. But how long did those players stay? And then up until Ingram was gone, yeah, you see the turmoil. So basically, this is a reverse shamble with Anthony Davis in the trade. That's what it is, man. He's back. He's only playing back this season because of what Cole said, but also as well, you're getting paid, homie. You can play, homie. You gonna play, homie. Anthony Davis, I think he lost his right to exercise that he doesn't want to play basketball for the rest of the season. I think he lost that when he got traded.
Why would he want to play basketball on that team right now?
He has to. He's the corner.
Apparently not.
He's the cornerstone right now of the team. He has to play. He's not severely injured. He has to play.
Especially based on the comments that he's come out and said, yeah, Luke was gone, but I'm here now.
All right. Continuing on with NBA, let's talk about this confrontation between LeBron and Stephen A. Smith. I'm seeing some videos where Stephen A. is talking about the conversation and how it was how he came to him and all this kind of stuff. What you guys' thoughts on this confrontation between the two?
Shit, you get paid $100 million, and this is the first thing that happens. Pretty staged to me. But in all, Stephen A. This is why he gets paid the big bucks. This is why
I didn't even consider that.
He gets paid the big bucks. And now he's $100 million man now. So now this can come from everybody in the league now. And now LeBron's painted in his face. We always talk, not us, but the public always talks about the Jordan LeBron debate. And one thing I say about Jordan is maybe less reporters back then and maybe less people in your business back then. But you've never seen, even with Jordan's sons, you never seen this with MJ. With LeBron was painted, it's in his face to be the villain here. Stephen A. did the right things. Stephen A. on his platform, ESPN, didn't go crazy. But he can go anywhere else and not act like himself. And that's what he did. He went on Gilbert's show, let the conversation go in his eyes. The chain on. You see, when you got Stephen A. Smith with the chain on, you know he's gonna get a couple swears in there, But yeah, man. LeBron,
don't do this, Mike.
Now, man. He's a pro now.
Cut it out, Mike.
People can talk shit. And like Stephen A. Smith said, man, this is on you, brother. You brought all this to the light, brother. So now you're gonna have to live with it. Laying your bet.
Mike, he didn't say shit to Chill because Chill was saying a bunch of bullshit. You happen to run into somebody who literally watched that podcast the day it came out because I watched the Flagrant 2 podcast religiously. No, Chill was in there. If you watch that podcast, Chill was in there saying the craziest shit imaginable. Like just off the wall type of shit to the point where it made, if he was telling the truth about that shit with Braun, he probably shouldn't have said the rest of the crazy shit he said because it killed all his validity.
He doesn't go after homie either. He doesn't. LeBron's not going to go after Shane Sonnen and Kobe Covington. He's not going to go after those guys. Fuck them guys. Stephen A. Smith is basically in his bracket, and now he's paid $100 million. You're paid 4 years, $100 million. This is why, Mike, Patrick, we're telling you, this man got paid a projected $100 million. He said he didn't get paid that much, but $100 million, and on that same day, LeBron comes in your face at the game.
Hey, yo.
That's crazy. That's how that happened. That's how I seen it. As soon as I seen that, I said, yo, really? He's in a different tax bracket.
You know what? Yeah. I'm going to piggyback off there with you, too. You're right about that. This is all about being out in front of the cameras because he's also is being considered as a candidate for the presidency in the next election. And if you look up, he's making his circuit along on the CNNs, the Fox Newses, all the different podcasts. He's everywhere now. I'm with you, Took. He ain't slick.
Because he's been talking about LeBron. Him and LeBron at some point just had a distinct where they was nothing. Like you see Stephen A. with all the top stars of the past. Him and Kevin Durant's not on good terms no more because he's physically on TV, coming at Kevin Durant the way Kevin Durant don't like it. And hey, it's his job to do this stuff and critique you. He's critiqued the best of the best. Him and Kobe, he used to critique Kobe to work, but him and Kobe can get on the phone. Like Stephen A. Smith said, you can get on the phone. You can call me. We got a conversation. I know Rich Paul. I know you're the guy that runs your ship. And Rich Paul, he said, was basically like LeBron could have hollered at you on the telephone. But LeBron was feeling a certain way that night. You know what I'm saying? For all that, hold on. And then what LeBron do yesterday? Live game yesterday. Kicks his son off the bench. His son's in uniform, playing. You're not playing. And you told your son to sit on the floor during the live game. And you wonder why people are over here critiquing your son and talking about you and all that in the same light. Make it make sense.
LeBron decided to play the dad card in this moment, but I think he's out of line. You put your son front and center. That's what you're supposed to do. You help your kids out. That's what you're supposed to do. But like,
you gotta take the game bad.
Yeah, you can't shoot it from everything. Also, LeBron, you're not helping Bronny by doing this. You're not helping him stand on his own too. If you want to always
make him look soft.
Like this. Nah, it didn't make Bronny look soft. It just made LeBron look more soft. Like, yo, relax.
No,
like,
that's what I was saying, making LeBron look soft.
Oh yeah. Like Bronny gonna be fine, man. Like, yeah, he's in the G League or whatever. He's gonna keep playing there for a while. He'll come up. He'll be a backup point guard in the league, or backup guard.
And I like Bronny's. I like Bronny's attitude towards it too, because he's not doing bad in the G League, and when they move him up time from time, he's clapping back at the fan. Your chain's fake. I loved it. I'm like, let him be him. Let him do his thing.
He didn't say nothing out of pocket at all. It's just the payday now. Now LeBron feels like he's making that type of money now. He's in my lane now. I can beef with him now. I can do that.
I think they might even just be helping each other, honestly.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. I think he's helping.
I think you're killing two birds.
LeBron don't need the help. Stephen A. don't need the help either, but Stephen A. can use it.
No, I think for LeBron, I think the benefit that this might have for LeBron is I think some people wanted. There's definitely some people out there who wanted LeBron to step up more for Bronny. I think they're wrong. But I think they wanted that. And so now they got it.
Win-win.
Right. So they got to see that. So it looks like Bron can play the dad card, which is fine. And then Stephen A. gets all this attention fresh on a new deal. Yeah. I don't think anyone lost here. The only person who lost maybe a little, is Bronny, really. Because he got to deal with everybody talking about him more for the wrong reasons, everything but basketball.
I have a reunion with Skip Bayless, dog.
I'm saying it's definitely possible that it's intentional. Yeah. It's clickbait, man. That's everybody's game now. Like all these bigger like publications are learning from the streamers, the YouTubers.
No. We're not saying this
of the world.
This is not saying what. No, this my whole point is what I just said. He's getting paid $100 million now. So you gotta have something happen to this man making $100 million. This is something that we don't see in sports media. So LeBron going to him and saying what he says, this is definitely something that was planned. We just didn't know it would be LeBron James.
I think the timing of it is extremely convenient. How many years or how long has Stephen A. Smith said things about LeBron or about the game or whatever? He didn't say anything wild. He didn't say anything out of pocket here. So it could only mean one thing, in my opinion. I actually think Tuke's right. I think they saw a moment that they could both strike while the iron's hot, and they did so.
As of right now, only 4 Democratic nominees have better odds than Stephen A. Smith, and he's tied with 3 other people. He got the 4th best odds right now.
We're fucked, by the way, guys.
That matters right now.
SAS trades at? Where my SAA? What's my?
Damn, it does matter right now. Who's on the bench for the Democrats right now? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure on the right side they know who's running already.
Well, yes, because they're
the left side doesn't have a bench, and he's coming up the ranks. And because of who is in office now, it already set the precedent for who can be the president. You can come off TV, you can go into the Oval Office.
Yes. I'm with
you. Ever seen the show The Oval?
Stephen A., you stop talking about my Cowboys, I'll vote for you.
That's wild, though. Tracy Morgan delays the Knicks Heat game tonight, throwing up and puking in the front row.
Oh, wow.
He loaded, huh?
Damn, Tracy.
What's going on over right now?
All right. The last story for today comes from Major League Baseball.
Let's go.
Eovaldi was named the opening day starter for the Texas Rangers. Coach.
Yes, this is wonderful news. He's opening day starter for the 2nd season in a row, which I don't think it hasn't happened since Kevin Millwood did it from 06 to 09. So only 6. Yeah. Only 6 pitchers in club history since 72, when they moved from Washington, have made consecutive opening day starts. So shout out to my guy, man. Even though Bruce spilled the beans like about a week or two ago, but they made it official. I think, let me see, of those pitchers, he's the 7th pitcher in club history. Like I say, Millwood from 06 to 09, Ken Hill from 96 to 97, Nolan Ryan from 90 to 92, the great Charlie Huff from 84 to 85, from 87 to 89, Matt Lack from 80 to 81, and Dick Bossman from 72 to 73.
Big boss man.
Dick Bossman.
Yo, hey, just in case anybody don't know, 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, Tokyo series begins. The Dodgers against the Chicago Cubs. So yeah, if you're up early in the morning, go catch the World Series champions as they try to go back to back.
Cut that out. It's way too early for baseball.
Huh?
Nah, 10 days to baseball today, baby.
I said, cut that out. It's way too early for baseball, man. I mean, that's how I feel about the rest of these seasons.
6 a.m., dog. Go catch your baseball, coffee. You know what I'm saying? Open up your sports apps and put a bet on the Dodgers to score more than 10 runs in this game. That's what they
baseball should not be played in the cold. And in Boston, it's
they played at the Tokyo Dome. They're playing at the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah, no, it's funny. Tokyo Dome. That's good though. That's good. Bring more fans to the game. You know I love when they go overseas and stuff like that. Unless they send my team to Germany.
Germany.
Bill, did you see that link that I shared?
Oh yeah.
Speaking of the playing in the Tokyo Dome, this is not a video game.
No,
this is actually a replay from the Tokyo Dome.
Wow. This is the end of sports as we know it.
I don't understand. How is this not a video game? This is a video game.
No, this is camera work. This is like Google Earth, but
yeah, on the field.
Okay.
Some VR shit.
Yeah. Do you guys?
That's pretty cool though.
On TV?
I don't need to be that close.
Absolutely.
Video games on TV is who want to watch.
If it's baseball, whatever can make the game interesting.
Anybody that plays video games is
That's a good point.
Play video games now is witnessing this. This is what you're doing.
That's a great point. Will it be fascinating? Oh, it'll at least be that shit. Like
we got to put some excitement in there, bitch.
Yeah.
Now here's my thing. If you're a baseball fan, you know you got to go to the game to have a good time. On TV, it doesn't no justice until the playoffs. It's boring on TV.
Yep.
Yeah. See, we'll have that problem with college baseball. Okay. All the games matter in college baseball, except for the midweek.
That sounds like a small time problem, Dale.
Yeah, it does.
We got other shit to do.
We ain't got to play a video game and watch the game.
And I say that with the utmost respect because we have one of the best college baseball programs right here in my backyard in Dallas Baptist.
And LSU did what to Dallas Baptist?
They should. Look at the money. Have you seen the campus at Dallas Baptist? It's a blink and that bitch over with. It shouldn't even be there, but they are.
I bet you they got a wall.
They do have a wall. You are exactly right.
I told you.
It's a big ass marble looking wall. And it's right next to the Potter's house.
Yo, y'all motherfuckers love walls down there. That shit's fucking comedy.
Gotta keep them off our lawn. We don't like strangers like that. Where you coming from, stranger?
Back from where you came.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody.
Yeah, happy St. Patty's Day.
Today St. Patty's Day?
Yeah, today's St. Patty's Day.
I'm old as fuck. I had no idea. I was wondering why somebody just texted me that.
You're not the right crayon to enjoy St. Patty's Day. Jake, would you like to inform us about St. Patty's Day?
No, I feel offended.
He ain't Irish.
You know what? And I don't drink anymore, so that's another reason why I didn't know about it.
Jake is most likely to have green beer today.
He probably already had.
I got off work too late to enjoy beer.
Pint of Guinness.
Pint of Guinea.
All right.
Yeah, that beer's thick.
Let's do some shout outs, y'all.
Shout out to my man Rudy Gobert, man, who tonight after Andrew Mike Conley, Rudy Gobert elbowed him back, and they both were ejected. So shout out to Rudy Gobert.
Who the elbow back?
Andrew Nimherd from Indiana.
Remember the little 6'4" guard, the 7'3" Frenchman tonight?
Only because he elbowed Mike Conley. He elbowed Mike Conley. So Rudy Gobert said, "That's my big bro, dog. I got you."
I fuck with that.
So shout out to Rudy, dog.
He played the enforcement role.
Shout out to Rudy Gobert.
You better play the enforcement role. He ain't doing shit else. Hey, Will, I gave a handyman a list of things to do to fix at the house. He did the first, third, and fifth things on the list. Turns out he only does odd jobs. Terrible. Shout out to you, fellas. Great show, man. I'm dying over here.
Shout out to you, fellas. Shout out to Will, man. He had the Jordan game tonight. Shout out to Dale for putting this together for us at the last minute. Shout out to Toot for recommending that we put the Parlay Perspective tonight. Makes a lot of sense. Shout out to Jay for coming here and help bail Dale and myself out in the opening segment.
I came out fired.
Tell y'all asses, y'all need to get on time because I don't know this stuff.
You got Jake here. Jake can do it all for you. If you had a show about college basketball for an hour, Jake can hold the whole show down. No interruption.
Joe could have held it. Jake could have held it for sure.
Shout out to Bobby, Chris, P. Dollar, Mike, and my sister was in here tonight. Shout out to Angie. Appreciate you, sis. And last but not least, shout out to you fellas for holding your boy down last week. Wife said she appreciate y'all giving me the week off. Had a great time. Much love to y'all.
Yes,
we missed you. Hey, Will, why did Stephen Hawking only do one-liners? Because he couldn't do stand-up. Terrible.
Pull down your panties. Was he part of the Me Too movement or something like that?
Was he? I mean,
oh no,
you gotta let him slide, right?
He was supposedly on the list.
Yeah, but you gotta let him slide, right? Because fuck.
Well, I mean, he can't run.
Yeah, man. The Chiefs may want to go get a receiver in this year's draft. Man.
I hear you, Jake.
I'm glad you heard it, Coach.
I didn't hear him. Shit.
You said
you can't
fly with. Go ahead.
Go. No, you got it, Jake.
You said you got to let him slide with that. I was like, well, he can't run.
Yeah, for damn sure. So you're gonna have to roll up on you like Christopher Reeves.
Sit on my lap. Is that too soon? My bad.
Yes. Yes.
I want to go to the island. I want to party.
Oh man. Yeah, we are terrible. We are degenerates. We are dysfunctional at times, but we are the Parlay Perspective.
Right. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for the chop up where we're gonna be talking about random foolishness. So come back and invite a friend.
Listen
invite
here,
enemy.
Tomorrow, listen here. We got somebody sitting somebody a decent and cease. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow on the chop up. Yeah, it's about to get real.
I know less than when we started.
Cool.
Who's sitting where?
We will see y'all tomorrow then. How we ending this show, y'all?
Let's just say Kanye's back in the news, everybody.
All right. There we go.
Y'all take care,
himself.
Man. Jake is home on 3.
Party.
1, 2, 3. Jake's terrible.
Jake is horrible.
Dale sucks.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.